Hello my darlings and welcome. In this video I wanted to give you a look at some of the witchy books I have in my to be read stack. This is part 2 of 2 videos, so check out the first video linked below. In this video I'm sharing some foundational books. Let's do some magical crafting. The first book is Mastering Magic, a course in spellcasting for the psychic witch. I chose this book because it's a book that encourages you to step into your own power and into the driver's seat, so to speak, when doing spells, rituals, and magic. And I love that this book is filled with exercises all throughout. Create personalized and soul-stirring magic with best-selling author Matt Oren. Boost your psychic ability and incorporate the greater mysteries of magic into your practice. A companion to the international bestseller Psychic Witch. This groundbreaking book features more than 60 spells and is the first of its kind to focus on casting magic to bridge the divide between the seen and the unseen worlds. Matt teaches you how to enchant yourself as a powerful psychic witch by connecting with the witch's tools, the elements, the moon, the seasons, and the planets. You'll learn the mechanics of spell work and how to make your magic as effective as possible. In addition to Matt's own tried and true castings, Mastering Magic features more than a dozen spells from well-known witches and practitioners. The second book is Cunning Words, a grimoire of tales and magic by Marshall, the Witch of Southern Light. This is a very different style book from the first one. It teaches lessons through storytelling and allows you to make your own determinations about what you learn from each tale. Cunning Words, a grimoire of tales and magic, is a book of witchcraft in 3 parts. Part 1 is a collection of stories that connects the seeker to folklore and tales inspired by witchery and lessons written within. Part 2 is a collection of rhymes that teach specific acts of witchcraft, as well as recipes and petitions. Part 3 is a working guide on using the information provided to build upon your own personal practices, as well as charms, rites, and curses extrapolated from the cunning tales. This book is for the most cunning and has been written for the beginner and adept alike. The tales within will introduce you to spirits old and new, the 3 mothers, the 3 wise healers, the 7 holy siblings, and so much more. The third book is Weave the Liminal, Living Modern Traditional Witchcraft by Laura Tempest Zakroff. And again, this book is very different from the first 2. In this book, the author wishes to help the reader create an authentic path of witchcraft that works for you, and she does this by sharing information and advice from her own perspective, experience, and point of view. How does a modern witch embrace tradition while navigating a complex and contemporary life? How can you remain true to your own authenticity when you're surrounded by a whole world of magical theories, practices, deities, and paths? Weave the Liminal explores what it means to truly be a witch in the modern world. Through the accessible lens of modern traditional witchcraft, Laura Tempest Zakroff helps you formulate a personalized witchcraft practice and deepen your work with spirits, ancestors, familiars, and the energies of the liminal realm. This book is a guide to connecting to your deepest feelings and intuitions about your roots, your sense of time, the sources of your inspiration, and the environments in which you live. It supports your experience of spellcrafting and ritual, and teaches you about metaphysical topics like working with lunar correspondences and creating sacred space. Discover valuable insights into practical issues such as teachers, covens, oaths, and doing business as a witch. Modern traditional witchcraft is a path of self-discovery through experience. Let Weave the Liminal be your guide and companion as you explore the craft and continue evolving the rich pattern of your magical life. The fourth and final book on my to-be-read pile is Pagan Portals, Spellcraft and Spellwork, a guide to the magical practice of spells by Ariana, the Oak Witch. This book focuses on the practical performance of magic spells. It's almost a step-by-step guide covering magical theory, practical magic, and foundational magical practices before moving into how to craft spells. Spells are something that almost every magical practitioner utilizes. Often when stepping into the world of magic and spellcasting for the first time, it can be difficult to understand how to navigate crafting your first spells and what steps to take towards building your own personal practice. Spellcraft and Spellwork is a practical guide on the inner and outer workings of spellcasting. This book brings the reader back to the basics and introduces everything you need to know about crafting and working spells. The way in which each magic worker will craft their spell will vary greatly, and Ariana provides explanations of the foundations of spellcrafting in a way which highlights the practitioner's own personal experience and helps them build a craft which is truly unique to them. I can't wait to jump into the pages of all 4 of these books. I hope you've enjoyed a look at these 4 books that are sitting in my to-be-read pile, and if you missed part 1, I hope you'll check out that video as well.